We're talking about teacher professional development, and we have with us our resident professional development expert, June Wall from In Touch Consultancy. Welcome, June.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. Teaching and technology and the rate of change, you know, I guess there's a lot of information in the media that talks about the way that technology has changed, the way that we live our lives and the nature of work. What do you think the challenges are for teachers and for teaching in light of the technology changes over the last few years?
Well, there's a lot of changes that are obviously going around in society in general, but for teachers the bigger issues are how technology is impacting upon the curriculum, how the curriculum itself is forever changing, it seems to be, and also how the teacher's learning the needs of learning are changing as well. So how teachers deal with that change is actually very important for them, because it's a critical issue as to how then our students are educated.
So what you're talking about here is lifelong learning, really?
Exactly, yes. So teachers have to become, we've talked about actually for a number of years, lifelong learning and learning for the future, and a whole range of different phrases that we use. And part of that is we've been developing our students in schools to be lifelong learners. Teachers also need to be lifelong learners. So at In Touch, we actually have structured our programs so that they can utilise programs to become lifelong learners, but in doing so, they have to address certain issues with that.
So in specifics, if I'm a teacher and I'm recognising that I would like to do something more, what can we talk about today with some of the In Touch courses that are available? Right.
In the last few weeks, we've talked about our self-paced courses that are available, as we call them, In Touch with Learning, and they're available with mentors and materials, etc. Then we have our online workshops that are available. We've talked originally about our In Touch in schools, where we place a trainer in school, but we also have face-to-face training as well, because there are some issues that teachers need to actually attend a lesson to be able to know how to use a particular thing. So we have a whole range of course structures that are available in Sydney for teachers within the education. So it may be that they might want to learn how to use a desktop publishing within the classroom environment, or on the other side of it, how to manage their network. Or it may be, if you're a computing studies teacher, you may need to learn how to use and handle Visual Basic. So there's a range of training there.
And they're really skills-based, aren't they?
They're very much skills-based. And as we can see on some of these slides here, that those are the skills that we start with, but they then move into how do you use them within the curriculum. So we need to think carefully about what tools, and we often use this analogy, all right? What toolbox or tools do teachers need in order to create lifelong learners, but also to be lifelong learners themselves. So there are tools that teachers need in the basic computing tools, word processing, spreadsheets, databases, communications technology, and then how they become integrated within the curriculum.
So for some examples, you offer 2-hour courses, half-day courses, one-day courses. What
we offer, for instance, you may be a total novice to the internet, and you may want to do a half-day course on just learning what the World Wide Web's about. Or you may be not too bad, but you need to do something more on how you can use a particular type of program in a KLA. That may be a one-day. You may want to do a 2-day course on, if you've installed a Windows NT or a Novell NetWare workshop, or however it may be, on how you can actually manage those issues. So they range from half-day to 2-day, and then in some instances we can offer VTAB courses that run over about a period of 5 to 6 weeks.
Okay. And these are available in the school hours and out of school hours?
They're available predominantly in school hours, but we also run what we term twilight sessions, you know, for the after-school sessions from 4:30 to 8:30.
And for anyone that would like to find out more information, they could visit the In Touch website or get in contact with In Touch.
They sure can.
Thank you. We have with us again Anne Glover. And Disney software, Disney Studios are now producing software.
Yes, and it's wonderful to see those Disney characters on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
This one, Maths Quest Aladdin, allows the children to develop their math skills as they're working through an Aladdin adventure. So the children travel through different buildings, and everywhere they turn there's a new math quest.
Okay, and the software has got all the favourite Aladdin characters from the movie.
Certainly it has. So the children feel at home and they feel like they're in a game, which is the advantage to, once again, having a program where they're doing some work, but they feel as though it's part of a game to start with.
Okay.
This one's suitable for children aged about 6 to 9.
Mm-hmm.
It covers, probably the advantage to this program, apart from it being a game, is that it covers a wide range of maths. A lot of the maths programs look at your basic operations only, your addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. This one only looks at addition and subtraction for the younger children, but very much looks at shapes and patterns and sequences and problem solving. So a wide range of maths at that lower level.
Excellent. So let's have a quick look.
All right. Let's have a look at the spider web.
So once again, we've got a world that we explore, and every door or every place that we visit has a new activity.
That's right.
Hey, isn't that a chisel?
We can collect items as we go, but we might need to do a bit of work to earn those
You
tools.
wouldn't be trying
Right.
to go into my web now, would you?
Don't get tired of maybe, but we just like to grab that chisel. We promise not to disturb your web or any other accesses in there.
Ah, so you want to be taking my chisel? Well, can't you see I've got a family to feed? It's dinner time, and my little dearies are hungry. But I don't have any...
So there's a lot of amusing rhetoric in there, and Robin Williams' voice features in
Wonderful
this film.
voices, wonderful graphics. So the children are being reminded or being enticed to think that they're playing a game as they're doing the maths. So in a minute we'll probably see a whole lot of bugs here. This big spider, you probably heard, said that she needs to feed the family.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to find the bugs that she requires, the ones that match. I'm not sure exactly which one she wants today.
Nope.
So we've got different stripes and spots and patterns, and we need to follow their instructions and use a few problem-solving skills as we
Visual
move through.
discrimination.
Yes. So it's a nice program because of the variety of maths in there. We're not just doing our times tables and our addition skills all the time.
Thank you, Anne. And once again, we have Jane Dalton from Scholastic New Media to show us some language software. Hi, Jane.
Hi, Phil.
And you've got an Italian title in the series.
Yes, this Italian title is one of 10 titles. In the series we've got English, German, Japanese, French, Spanish, Korean, Indonesian, Mandarin, Hebrew, and of course Italian.
Great. Okay, let's have a look at Italian.
Okay. This is our introduction screen here. And we've got the numbers, we've got animals, we've got some songs. Happy birthday, which is everyday greetings. Backpack, which is vocabulary for things like school items and vegetables. And we've got the alphabet. So let's have a look at the alphabet.
Okay.
It's very easy for kids to find their way around these programs.
And this could be used with a very young age group, I think.
Yes, from ages 5 and up.
All right. So children in year 1 will be learning a second language.
That's right. All the activities in these programs have 3 different levels, so they advance with the kids. Okay, let's
Il gioco della memoria. Uniamo le...
Now, it's based on immersion in the language, so there's no English spoken. If we were having problems, we could go to the Blackboard screen here.
And it would give us some help.
It would help us out. And there's also this help screen here.
Match the letters and learn the alphabet.
And you can see it's spoken in English.
Or with a friend.
So this looks like a solitaire game matching alphabetic characters.
That's right. And there's also scope for 1 or 2 players here as well. So 2 kids could actually play at one time.
U, H.
And every time you do that, it's reinforcing the pronunciation of the letters.
T.
So we hear it as well as see it.
Now, obviously, there are a lot of activities in the software, and we can't see them all. Any idea how many activities?
There's around 25 activities in each one.
And 3 levels.
And 3 levels, so children will play it over and over again, and because of the cute animations and characters, they really enjoy playing it.
Great.
Il gioco della rana.
And Ron, CAD products in secondary.
CAD products, well, I guess basically looking at it, there's lots of jobs out there for electrical engineers, architects, mechanical engineers. A lot of them are looking to say, let's design on the computer, or computer-aided design, and do some CAM, which is computer-aided manufacture. So you can actually design something on the computer, link it up to your milling machine, and then have something produced like a gear or a particular prototype of an object. I've got a product here called AutoCAD LT, which is AutoCAD Lite, which I'd like to show you today. It's in a very
And the light version is probably ideal for schools.
Ideal for 2D and 3D perspective. Be perfect for doing floor plans. It would be perfect for doing, say, the layout for different cartons or whatever. There's a couple of features that I particularly like about this. It's probably used widely, maybe in about 70% of the commercial industry, and the reason for that is it's always setting new features. It's got a new one here called the Wizard, which basically takes the kids step by step how to set up their drawing template. So that's a really nice feature there. You can go through, set up my units. I might have decimal, and basically it's done. It also comes now with a learning assistant.
So it will teach us how to build something.
Exactly. So, you know, with these technical products, you've got to go back and forward, and you're really learning a very high level skill. Autodesk, with this particular product called AutoCAD LT Learning Assistant, has set it up in a multimedia way there, where students can learn how to use the product at their own pace with this learning assistant. So it's actually loading up a little QuickTime movie now, and the students will be able to learn at their pace. It's a real help for teachers too, because, you know, like, you've got your classroom of 20 or 30 kids. They're all at different stages. With this, you can say, well, use the learning assistant. We'll take you through, say, they might introduce something there straight away as a concept, and then you can get the actual students to go back and re-practice the ones or the particular concepts they need to pick up. So we've got tutorials here, we've got some fast answers and some concepts. Let's go to one of the tutorials just to get a quick idea of what it's about. So here we go, if we've got Introduction to AutoCAD, you could go through that and have little movies and little self-help things. So that's AutoCAD LT in a nutshell.
Great, thanks Ron.